So you wanna learn about beer? Stay tuned and never fear. They're the guys for the case, 'cause they'll tell you all about what they taste. We got Mudhole, B&Q, we loves Star Wars and grilling too. And Knox guy loves baseball and board games, he's played them all. There's no place I'd rather spend the Monday nights than here, having a few chuckles and damn good beer. Now it's time for Two Beerded Guys.
What is up? Welcome back to episode 104 of the... Am I right?
Three.
Three?
Very
Damn.
close.
103.
103 of the Two Beerded Guys. For some reason, I thought that was a week in there.
Unless I lost count somewhere. Might happen.
No, I
It's
think it's
hard to
103.
know. I think you're right. Two Beerded Guys and
Say that
TBG
again.
underscore ops
Straight the
guy.
camera.
TBG underscore ops guy.
Oh, sorry, threw me off. Mudhog, B&Q.
And behind the camera, the one, the only.
Off-screen Matt.
And I'll never admit he was right again. Welcome back. I'm still slightly hungover, I think. It's more tired now. I'm not hungover,
Yeah.
but I'm rocking a 2-day tired.
That
at
means
this
you're
point.
getting old.
I am. It sucks. I struggled Sunday. I showed up Super Bowl Sunday. Everybody was like trying to hand me a beer. I'm like, I'm gonna need to.
Yeah.
Now I
That's
ended
the
up
same
having a
thing.
few, but I was like, I need to. It was like, I think I was there for a couple hours when I finally went over to the fridge and was like, I'll test it now. And I had a beer and I'm like, the gut gurgled a little bit,
You're like,
but it settled, and I was like, okay. And I had about 2 or 3, and then somebody's like, let's do a shot. And I'm like, no.
I wasn't to the I couldn't. I just didn't want to.
I didn't really want to
I had no
either.
initiative to have it. I could have. And Steph, where I was at her place, she was like, "So you want a beer?" Like, no. She's like, "I got seltzer." I was like, "Thank you." No. She's like, "Are you sure?"
Seltzer might have been good.
Seltzer might have been good.
She's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I was at the beer fest yesterday. I need to dry out. I'm good."
we drank a lot, and then we went to a tap room and drank more.
Yeah.
What tap room?
A tap room.
What tap room?
A tap room.
Hey,
Not the tap room.
Not the tap room.
Not,
Not tappers. A tap room.
Not the tap.
But we had
did you get a pint?
I fucking hate you. But we had a blast. It was a hell of an event. I'm sure Matt and I'll talk about it some during this show.
Yeah.
But there were some great breweries, some good beer, a few above good beers, but
That's all right. It's better than I expected.
I was a little disappointed in some of the beer quality.
Did we narrow down your
We
ranking?
got closer. We added
Okay,
one. We
okay.
added one.
Okay.
We just made it more complicated. No, we didn't get anywhere closer.
But we added one.
All right. He used to yell at me for having complicated ranking systems.
I know what it is in my head, and that's all that matters. But we had a good time. Met some great people. Also, real quick, and I'm going to post it on our Instagram, but we found the new perfect beer fest snack. So
Pretzel ladies.
No, fuck pretzel necklaces.
Okay.
Fuck adding all sorts of cool shit to your pretzel necklace.
Well, this is kinda cool shit to your pretzel
unless
necklace.
you add this one thing to your pretzel necklace. It is a soft shell taco from Taco Bell with a hot sauce packet. You put it in the Ziploc bag with a sauce packet, and then string it along your necklace. There was a whole group of people from Michigan that showed up with them. Evidently, it's a thing up in the UP, and straight up Taco Bell on their necklaces.
With a hot sauce packet.
I mean, and depending on how cool you are, you varied your degree of hot saucery.
It was
Some people had mild, some people had Diablo, one guy had fire.
It was the greatest thing ever. We talked to that family for a while. They were quite entertaining, and
Yeah, they're good people.
a lot of people that knew us that we didn't know, so that was cool.
Always weird.
Got to meet some breweries that we've never even drank before that were like, I watch your show, and I'm like, that's cool as shit. He's like, great.
Where's the other one?
Yeah.
I did hear a lot of wait, you're not the Two Beerded Guy. You're the... And doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, John's not here. He's off screen. Oh, he's the one we hear. Yeah.
The floating disembodied voice.
I'm like, this is the only time you get to see him in the wild. So
Yeah.
feel special. A bunch of people loved his Keystone sweater. It was a good time.
Absolutely.
You got anything for us over there, Matt?
Yeah, we got Carrie Davis. Let's get ready to party.
Woo!
I almost couldn't get that out though. Russell says, "Well, hello, fine gentlemen."
Oh,
What
I
up,
got
bros?
a fine package from Russell today. Thank you, sir.
Well, Russell's got a fine package.
Well, that's a great lead into his second comment that Liz likes John's meat on her necklace.
I get it.
Barbecue, right?
Oh, by the way, I definitely did the one chip challenge this Saturday.
Okay.
I'm burning those. I'm not doing them
Does it
again.
count if you do the full chip though? Like
No,
if
it was
partial
a
chip?
third of a chip. They split it up. They had one chip.
Doesn't count.
I don't give a shit. It's enough. It's enough. I'm burning those. Like, it was fucking miserable.
Matt, what did you name the episode?
A romantic evening with two bearded guys.
Aww.
Oh. So what that really means is it's Valentine's Day. You got the two bearded guys.
Work wives.
You know,
I honestly just...
ask us for love advice. Give us a scenario. Give us a situation. And you know what? In our most ridiculous way, you're going to get two bearded guys advice.
He's got a point there.
Yes.
Did this turn to Love Line?
I just didn't feel like...
Yes. Let's make it a two bearded guys love line episode.
I kind of felt bad
amazing.
asking anyone to do this one, so I was just like,
Yeah.
That's how some husband gets in trouble at home. So, because you know somebody'd been dumb enough to say yes, not thinking about it. You did stuff this weekend. But you know there would have been somebody that was dumb enough to just say yes, and then, like, be here and be like, oh, fuck. So, I just didn't ask. I didn't want
Yeah. I was thinking about it. Yeah, love line would be amazing. I really want that to be a theme
It would
tonight.
be entertaining. I will say, for once, John has something that's entertaining. And I'm not mad at him for it. It's a weird thing. I'm not used to this.
Wait, are you talking about the helicopter?
Maybe I got too drunk Saturday. I now think John has good ideas.
You're just coming around to my way of thinking, buddy.
I hope not.
Scary over here.
Only took 2 years. Slowly wore him down.
And
Playing that long
2
game.
episodes. All right, so our first beer.
Anticipated.
No, fuck you. Our first beer.
Oh,
You're right. You are right. I'm not used to having 3 of us. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah.
Most anticipated beer. Wow, that wasn't even English. Matt.
I didn't really get to read them, so I know this is a stout with a whole bunch of adjuncts. I'm going to go with this one.
My God damn
So
it.
the Adroit Theory beer.
The Android, yes.
Adroit. There's no N.
I'm pretty sure you said Android, like I know.
I said Adroit.
Alright.
Absolutely said Adroit.
Mark the tape, John. We'll check that later.
This was like legitimately my most anticipated beer.
He can't speak English either.
No. And he just like, fucking no, this one. Like every freaking time. So yeah, this has got all the adjuncts, and it's collab between Adroit and Decibel Magazine. So
Mine is the Freedom, which was hard because there's a barley wine on the table.
there it is.
But that's a cold brew barrel aged stout from Freedom, and that just
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we
that
should've
sounds
done?
like it's gonna tickle my fancies a little bit.
Tingles my jingles.
We really should have checked, John. Is this following the Sour Patch Kids rule? Like, what factory did this come out of? We should have checked that before.
We poured it.
Yeah,
No,
before we
fuck you
picked
guys.
Before
it.
we chose it even.
Yeah. Wait.
true.
Let's just not find out until after we have it, and then we'll know.
Virginia.
Okay.
So we're safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. God damn it.
For those of you that don't know the rule of Sour Patch Kids, John, would you care to enlighten them?
So, depending on which factory Sour Patch
point
Kids
of
are made
origin?
in, the point of origin, whether it's Turkey, Mexico, or Canada, it's going to determine the quality of said Sour Patch Kid. Much in the same way as depending which brewery you get your Adroit Theory beer out of. State of Virginia, you're fine.
Nice way to turn that back around, John.
Florida, yeah,
So far.
so far.
All right, this is the Ghost 1073 Adroit Theory and Decibel Magazine's extremely extreme Russian Imperial Stout.
Really extreme.
It is a whopping 14% ABV.
Let's go.
Toasted coconut, cocoa nibs, peanut butter, pretzels, and maple syrup.
You get some maple syrup on that one.
It's got that pretzel in there.
Yeah, this.
So we tried a new brewery this weekend, Blockhead Brewing.
Yeah, I brought your sticker. I was like, this place, John.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I was really impressed. I don't
Their tap
recall
handles were
seeing them
Legos,
before.
All right.
Yeah,
God,
I
can you imagine
really
though,
jumped
like
ahead.
grabbing on it, just pulling
and it breaking off. I'm
Yeah.
guessing they're glued together. Would be my guess.
So.
Clues Brewing came out strong this weekend
Oh yeah, they did.
out of Lebanon. They
Yeah,
came
right
out.
adjacent to.
Oh, you're talking
Boone
about the
County
distillery.
Distillery.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
I-
what the fuck's he want? We're talking about Brewfest.
But Clues was right because that's where
Yeah.
those of us that went to Boone County went
Yeah.
over there beforehand for a beer.
But no, they would like us to come out soon as well. Crazy Horse Hops, I got to get in touch with. They want us to come out and do a tour and talk to them. They're in
Awesome.
Knightstown. It's not far.
That's not far.
Yeah, we have a lot of really cool things that kind of came from Matt and I
always
just
do.
networking. We had a blast.
And by networking, I mean just standing in line and drinking and bullshitting.
Well, and then getting drunk afterwards. We'll probably be adding a few events for Indiana on Tap this year.
Okay.
Mark wants us at all of them. I'm like, I have baseball and we have lives. I can't be at all of them, but we can make it to a bunch.
Yeah. Alright, cool.
We have a little more time to figure it out this year, so
Okay.
not a lot more, but a little more. But yeah, I'm pumped.
I'm excited and scared all at the same time.
We have a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
May
And-
14th, as always, is our beer fest. I talked to some more people. I can't tell you all or by who because I haven't got hard confirms on those, but
Okay.
we
Did you say wee wee?
He said wee wee.
we're moving. We got a lot of cool things coming. Indiana on Tap's happy to help not sponsor, but help promote our event. Yeah.
All I heard was Tyler's wee wee is coming.
No, I wish.
Ooh. All right.
Let's go.
Two Beerded Guys. We have a request from the audience. It says, my girlfriend has a crush on some guy who makes beer and knows how to barbecue. Like, she has pet names for him and everything. What should I do?
Become Polly and just give up.
Maybe we can find a shared piece of land.
I thought you were going to say something else.
I believe maybe you can make a commune.
Yes.
And then just become a poly situation.
Isn't that all of Utah? Some of Utah?
Utah's more
Without the weird religion.
and Utah's more like one man, whole lot of wives.
Ah.
This is everybody stays in their significant others, but they can
Unless they
share
don't.
a little bit. You're dating each other. Poly's different.
Okay.
Well, it's different.
The polygamy, that's the other one.
Yeah.
It's the other P word.
Yeah. A little bit different.
I don't like this.
I was waiting for you to throw it out. Is it rhyme with
Diabetes.
No. There's a sour taste to it.
I think the maple syrup really
bad.
took and ran a little bit much. Like
Maple's sweet. This is sour.
Yeah. This is bad. Tastes like a blueberry, sour blueberry, and there's nowhere in there.
It tastes like some of the beers we had in our beer share.
Yeah.
I'm struggling a little bit. And
Yeah.
these are big pours since it's only 3 of us. I'm really sad.
I'm just gonna big chug it.
I was all excited to like start with a big beer and like what should be a good beer, and then it turned into what our other 3 beers are.
Sours. So I took a small sip first. I was like, oh no, it's kind of extracty. It's not. And then took another sip. Like, oh shit, no, this is sour.
Big Gulp really gets you with the sour.
Yeah.
see, it's that coconut rearing its ugly head in here is what it is.
No, not at all.
That is
Oh.
less than stellar. That is
So do we think it's
bad.
bad, or do
Yes.
you think that it just was not made correct? Or
No,
it's sour.
It's sour.
okay,
Because there's nothing in it that should be giving me that flavor.
Nope.
I don't know if maybe the chocolate and the maple will get together and.
It's not even
and
a
then
year
have
old
something
stout.
weird.
No, it's yeah.
Like this stout isn't even a year old.
I gotta rate this one.
Ah, sorry, a droid.
Actually, it's
Not sorry.
less than 6 months old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unfortunate.
That lingers.
Do you have to? Do you
I'd like a
have to?
rinse, but you have
We
to
are
score.
definitely getting
Damn.
a rinse. So I'm gonna rate this. It's not great at all by any means. Like I had to struggle to finish it with a big gulp. I am going to go with a 0.5.
Well, big gulp's not the way to go.
No.
No.
I'm gonna give it a 0.5 as well. Matt.
You gotta rate. You gotta rate.
I thought you guys were gonna bullshit for a minute. I have time to rinse these out.
There's nothing to bullshit on that.
Yeah. What you give it 0.5? Yeah.
0.5.
I was like, I think he's saying 0.5. I got confused for
Yeah.
a second. Yeah, so that's an easy average.
Yeah. Oh.
And a really shitty beer. That is very disappointing. I wish we'd have had that when Xavier was on.
Much like Matt's love life.
Did you hear me?
What'd you
I
say?
said I wish we'd have had it when Xavier was on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, we got a party at a tap room after the event Saturday.
Did you?
Eric was
argue?
there. Xavier was not, unfortunately. I was hoping.
Did you bring?
I think we would.
Homeboys
I think we would have had some good.
tag?
Huh?
Did you bring Homeboy's tag?
Homeboys tag. No, I didn't. It's still here, I think.
All right. Well.
I was hoping for some good back and forth over good beer. Over good beer, have a pint. He wasn't there, and Eric was trying to be a
Have a
host.
tiff over a pint.
Eric was trying to be a host while also like they were busy.
Yeah.
Staff was awesome in there. I loved all the people working. It's the first time I'd been in, so it was really cool getting to like see the staff. I got to talk to the kitchen guys for a while. They pumped out 60 orders of tacos in like 30 minutes.
Okay.
It was damn impressive. They sold out of all their taco stuff in like 30 minutes and just out of a small kitchen down in the basement that they have to run the food then upstairs. I got to go outside and talk to them about it. They're about to do some like kitchen stuff for some other companies. They got some really cool stuff they're doing.
Listen, you treat your employees with respect. You pay them and give them the benefits that like any professional working adult should expect.
And you could tell like they liked being there.
Yeah.
And you take them to roller coasters.
Yeah. Like the food, like a lot of kitchen guys, especially they get slammed like that, are going to slam a beer or two and then leave. Not because they're not going to keep drinking. They're just going somewhere else as far away from work as humanly possible. Everybody likes this place so much. When they get off work, they just stay.
Yeah.
Like those guys got beat and just, they were there as late as we were.
It is a fun atmosphere in there. Like and especially if you're there, like when the breweries are there, like when I was there with Windmill, like the Chris was there, the owner was there, they brought stuff, they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja cheesecake there. I just missed it before, it was empty before I got there. I'm still so sad about that. But some people will do stuff like that too, so it's like cool, like just to get that one-on-one with the people from the breweries, especially on those opening weekends. I think they typically try to do that.
So where was this at again?
This was at A Tap Room.
Which one?
Shut up. I'm not doing it.
No, we got to see it 3 times so it gets in people's head.
I don't have to.
A tap room.
Thank you.
Not the tap room.
Russell taught me this.
I know. I just don't want to,
Not the district tap. A tap room.
Yeah.
Adroit Theory commented.
Yeah.
The same thing they do every time we tag them. Fire emojis.
Well, wait until they hear what we gotta say about that.
Oh, I don't think they watch.
So, question then with that, since that was so sour and
Which you can do
subpar,
what I like to do with those.
Fuck it out the window, sir.
What? All right, so that was already in a can. Cans don't really break seal very well, right?
No.
So did that have to happen before
Infection
it was canned?
in the beer itself, yeah.
Yep. That
Okay.
was in the line, in the can. Something caused an infection. It was already going to happen no matter what happened at that point.
Well, because I know, like, with the bottles, that's the point of waxing, is to prevent that oxidization from getting in there, right?
Theoretically.
So that wouldn't have been the case with this. This would have already happened
that it was oxidized,
prior to
yeah.
going in there, right?
Yeah, this was infected.
Yeah.
And cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've talked as long as we have because the flavor's starting to leave a little bit. I'm more ready for the next one.
Yes.
If we'd have tried to drink this right away, I would have.
A sour on purpose this
So,
time.
two real quick
This one will be
things.
sour.
One, John, did you say the important lesson of the whole Sour Patch Kid analogy, which is the one to stay away from when we were talking about that?
Definitely stay away from turkey.
Which, funny, I talked about that
Because
at
there's
work.
3, right?
Yeah.
Stay away from turkey.
Mexico's my favorite. Canada's gotten much better.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was having that conversation with someone at work, and they're like, "Are you kidding me? I've been alive for this long, and I didn't know." But I was like, "Nope, John taught me about it too."
I taught
and
my nephew about it recently.
I was like, and that completely turned my world upside down face because I'm like, that explains the 1 in every 4 bags you have. We're like, this just like tastes like rubber. What the shit?
Those are turkey.
I taught
turkey.
my nephew and one of my baseball players who's obsessed with Sour Patch Kids. He's like, every once in a while I get something that sucked. And I'm like, so he literally went home, checked all the ones he had at home. He had one from each place. Literally tried them. I get a text. He goes, "Oh my god, Mexico's are amazing." And I'm like, "I know." And he goes, "And Canada's are pretty competitive." I'm like, "I know." And he goes, "And you're right. Turkey was crap. I threw them away."
I know my Sour Patch
But
Kids.
it cracked me up because he was so like, he went home after practice so pumped to try
Well, I mean,
this.
no one thinks to read the back of the bag except for fucking John. Like, why would you ever think like that? He's like, well, I just got a bad batch.
Like
I'm a nerd.
I love the fact that I have this 17-year-old kid that went home and tried it.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: if you learn nothing else from this show today about love, learn stay
Sour
away from
Patch
turkey
Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Also, we got our brother Cameron Reed's on. So, what's up, bro?
What's up, buddy?
How's it going, homie?
Little bro, how you doing?
So, I know we didn't mention it, but on the
Did
24 hours, they got 4th in their class.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
Hey, Cameron, did you wish Mom a happy Mother or Valentine's Day for all of us?
Yes.
Whichever holiday it is today, Valentine's Day, right?
It's not Halloween. Too early for that.
Mother's Day's in May, so
Happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
I thought it was Valentine's Day.
no, it's an N.
It's not Valentine's.
Buddy. Let's move on. It's Matt.
Do I want to know?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. All right, so our next beer.
It's Letterkenny, John. I thought you...
That's
I'm
right.
let down in you now.
All right, so our next beer is Oliphant Brewing, Two Clone to Get Stone.
Funny fact, not owned by Timothy Oliphant.
That just made my day.
Or is it?
Key lime sour ale with lactose, sea salt, and vanilla. Rocking in at 5% ABV.
Woo!
Oliphant is out of Wisconsin.
And Cam says, yes, he did.
Thank you.
The camera's going a little... Oh, wait. Nope, maybe not.
We have a
Yep.
we have a couple beers coming to us from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee.
Nice.
Ben was out there for work. He had a 2-day layover though, so he spent one of those days hammered at a brewery.
Attaboy.
Enjoyed he enjoyed their beer, and he was like, "Hey, there's 2 stouts that sound right up your guys' alley. Do you want me to bring one back?" I'm like, "Bring 2 and I'll buy one." He goes, "Deal, but I have to be on the show for one." And I'm like, "Perfect, let's do it."
Cool.
The best part is one is maple cinnamon,
Okay.
and the other one has coconut in it.
Tyler had a laugh about that, let me tell you.
I did, and I still am.
So what do you think about this one?
This is very tart. I feel like the tart level is going to appeal to Tyler. I don't know if the flavor will.
I actually really enjoy, because normally like these sea salt gozas got that tartness, but yet they threw that vanilla and lactose in it.
It's tart, and then it's balanced.
The pairing really helps.
I'm really happy with
There's no
this.
pears in this.
How
It's
old
a
is
key
this one?
lime.
How old is this
The
one?
pairing of lactose
I have no idea how old.
and vanilla.
Dear TBG, I feel like I'm an outgoing guy. I love going out to a pub and trying new brews. I'm also the star of a weekly show that streams on a bunch of platforms. It's a show about drinking beer and rating them. But I don't want people to see me. I literally want them not to want to see me. How do I get a beer chick of my own?
Well, when they throw themselves at you, you say yes. That is the first thing I would say. Also, at events...
Yeah, really just pay attention.
Yeah. Also, when you're at an event, don't fall in love with the girl with a ring on.
That's fair.
I noticed that before anyone else did, thank you.
I just don't care. Very first... The one girl of the entire time that Matt was like, that chick was awesome. Of course, it's the one that had a ring on.
It's also the only one that really talked to us that wasn't Jordan. So...
But it was really funny.
Side note, Jordan, if she watches rocking a nice new haircut these days, got a nice little short bob.
It was such a difference. We actually walked by her looking for her at first. And then I literally stood behind a person with short hair and went. So I casually walked by.
No, he's not fake. He did the confused dog and the point to
I
the back of
walked
someone's
by
head.
the table to get a look back. I was like, Jordan!
So we need to finish answering this, though. So, yeah.
I already gave my answer. You go ahead. Give yours.
I gotta think about this. So, yeah, just pay attention, number one.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, viewer, you didn't mention your name, but if you're who I think you are, there's really no hope.
Oh, that was funny.
We got another one.
I would maybe go to a
Gay strip
a
club?
House of Ill
Yeah.
Repute.
Actually, that would work for him.
yeah, that would work for him. He still would be oblivious to it, but
Free drinks.
yeah.
Actually, you'd
There you
end
go.
up buying them drinks. Is the way it usually works.
We got another. How about a guy in a kilt?
I mean, the only guy in a kilt that I know
Like Carrie?
is married to a fantastic woman who I will not give you advice against because she scares me.
Mouthfeel.
Speaking of which, I need help ordering a kilt though, Carrie.
Facebook, for some reason, I think is because
For a
Facebook
wedding.
is like all knowing and omnipotent and always listening.
Yeah.
When you're going through like Facebook and you get these random ads that pop up,
Yeah.
at least once a week I get something for a kilt. I've never Googled a kilt in my life, so I'm gonna blame
Us.
you.
You know, next time I work on my computer, how many kilt ads are going to be on the computer?
kilt related products.
Yeah.
I either need Carrie or John to help me order a kilt.
Have one of those like little
the
pouches.
the sizing's my issue. I don't.
Yeah, you're going to have to go like
I
through.
just don't know how to like. Yeah.
There is.
It's like an old timey suit, like it rides at your navel, not your
Well,
natural
they
waist.
sit here,
Yeah.
but I just also like they come in like yards.
So, like, Carrie will be your best bet.
Because it's like yards of fabric.
Carrie will be your best bet.
I'm literally just like,
Just trying
If you're going to true kilt, yeah, this is true.
and I'm just like, I don't.
I don't even know how he's a lot in a yard. Like, is Tyler a 4-yard guy? Is he an 8-yard guy? I don't even know.
I think it'd be like 4.
8 yards.
It's 3 to 4 yards, I think. Based on my mom's like quilting over the years, like I somewhat
that is
know.
9 to 12 feet.
I somewhat.
I said
know,
what I said.
I somewhat know how much like.
I mean, it's all, you know. I thought we were talking the same thing here. Like, it's
But no, I keep
Endowments.
looking at the sizing and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I got to get one ordered soon because the wedding's in May.
can't wear underwear. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't. I don't now.
Jennifer's saying 3 feet equals 1 yard. That helps.
Yeah, see, I knew that though.
Jennifer!
How many feet are you then?
No, because it's how it like sits and how many times you're supposed. How far
He's
you're
probably at
supposed
least
to
2
wrap
foot.
Hey.
No, 4 foot, sorry.
Hey, how far you're supposed to wrap it too? Because you don't just like it's not like it buttons like together.
Yeah.
It goes across.
Yep.
So you gotta have extra.
Do you have it wrap in the front or the back?
Wraps right here at the leg.
It depends on what type of kilt you get.
Hey.
He's talking about like an actual like real kilt.
Yeah, I want a
kilt.
real kilt, baby. If
Oh,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna learn
spend
too.
the money I'm gonna spend on this, I am getting a nice real kilt, and then I'm gonna wear it
Hey,
all
hey.
the damn time.
But get a kilt, not a quilt.
Did I say
those
quilt?
are 2
That's
different
possible. The words are struggling today.
Please wear a quilt to the wedding.
Just wrap it.
things. I misunderstood.
Hey, it just
For
put
the
it like a
record,
shawl.
for the record, Tyler, Carrie says that. Are you asking about a traditional wool quilt? God damn it! A traditional wool kilt or a casual kilt? A traditional is 8 yards of wool
It's a lot of fucking wool.
and might be enough.
That'll wrap around you twice.
Does it have to go twice? Is that the point?
I don't know. But I know you're about 4 foot.
Centimeters. All right, back to this beer. Thank you, Carrie.
Conversions are hard, you know. Who uses metric?
Carrie, if you have a kilt guy, let me know. That's actually a real statement. If you have a kilt guy.
I enjoy it. I think this is done really well.
I'm gonna go on a crazy lemon and say that Bunny might be his kilt guy.
It's actually possible. But this beer, it's sour, very, very Goza tart.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I want in a Goza. But then also that vanilla really balances it out. I am impressed.
I know it's supposed to be key lime. I get a little bit more lemon than key lime. But with that being said, like if I have water, and then I put some like lemon juice in it, but yeah, a little bit of sugar. Like it's really, I like it.
Yeah, I'm not upset with this at all. I did realize I wrote down the scores in the wrong spot earlier, so I'm fixing that.
You said that would get you.
That did not take long. He said it would mess him up and mess him up on the first
Well,
one.
no, it was because I changed the order from the way I originally wrote it. It wasn't this that messed me up. It was this.
Gotcha.
So this will mess me up again later.
Yeah.
It wasn't the width, it was the length. That's what messed you up?
Height, not width.
Ah, that's close.
As long as you have that depth.
Here, let me measure it right now.
Like a can of tuna.
This is why we have to have guests. Let's focus on other shit.
Yeah.
So it's time to score this. I'll go first. I'm pleased. I'm giving it a 4. Matt? You just look at.
I was just
Look
seeing.
up my kilt.
You're not wearing a kilt, John.
You know.
I don't know. I'm torn. This is well done, but I'm not the demographic, so if I'm trying to take myself out of that, it's tough. I guess if I was going to get a Goza, this is well done. So, despite myself, I'll give it a 3.75 because I think it deserves that, but that's not what I would give it personally.
I'm gonna seek it out too. I'm gonna go 4.
So that does become a 4 average. I'm very God, I can't
Testy.
talk today.
You know, it's all about Valentine's Day. We got about testes and
Jesus. Really
You
good
said
beer.
it, buddy.
I mean, it's a tasty beer.
yeah, it's. I like what it did. I 100% will seek it out again. It's not a top tier, like that 4.5, but it's very, very good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and attempt to get this open while we're waiting on... Oh, no, I don't have to... This is... Yeah. I remember these.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so while you're working on that, Tyler, since we did go to Beer Fest over the weekend, and that was your first inaugural Winter Fest, as well as your first visit to a tap room, how did you experience the event? What did you think? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy the event itself?
I did. I was disappointed in a lot of breweries' beer selections. It's Winterfest. It's stout heavy, except this wasn't. This was very Belgian heavy and subpar Belgians at that.
I would say there was a little less stouts than I kind of, and the cask area was a little. Maybe we got there too late. I don't know.
No, it was. I asked around a little bit. Evidently, the breweries that brought the cask beers were the breweries we saw.
Okay.
It wasn't some of the big hitters. It was more the mid to lower level guys. And that disappointed me a lot. There were some, like I said, there were some really good beers. Blockhead came out with some really good ones. Clues came out with some good ones. Windmill had a great selection. I mean, Coquito was there. Conte Porter was there. Windmill came ready to go. Hopor came ready to go and was blowing through beers left and right. They blew their Amish crack keg right away. They blew... Oh, they brought the pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah, I told John about that before we started. I was like, that shit was good.
They brought Soviet occupation. They were one of the first ones out of beer. Yeah. They had a massive line the entire time.
Good.
That was really cool to see. I'm trying to think.
We had the homebrew booth too,
FBI.
where there was.
Well, so what they did this time was, instead of the FBI doing everything, it was all the homebrewer groups got together. There was like 6 of them.
Okay.
Had a booth, and each one got it for like an hour or hour and a half or whatever, and there was 2 pourers at a time.
So it was
two
two
different
groups
at
at
a
the same time.
And then after like an hour and a half, the next 2 groups would come in, and after that, like, it was... Okay. So it was a lot of different beer choices. You could have really stood in front of them basically the entire event. We only got by there once, unfortunately, but both beers we had from them were fantastic.
Yeah.
One
reminded us a lot of the blueberry that we did, because it was a spicy chocolate stout. Like, oh, this seems kind of familiar.
It was pretty cool, like, having some of that there. Overall, though, the lines moved faster than I expected for as long as they were. There was only a couple brewers that were very slow. There was one that, I swear to God, that's actually the one we got to know the people with the tacos, because we were in line so damn long that it was like...
What else we gotta do?
Yeah. Every other line had, like, even if you were all the way at the back, were just...
Yeah, they were cranking through pretty good.
And this line was just like... Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
So I know, obviously, overall, a little underwhelming on beer. However, and I know they drank a lot of beer, I know how it is. What was your favorite beer?
That is tough to recall after a lot of beers in a couple of days.
Honestly, that Clues was the one with the orange, wasn't it?
Yeah, it tasted like it was kind of like a orange crush, and a Dreamsicle had a baby, and it was beer.
Okay. It was good.
Really
and then the beer
good.
I got from them, which I can't remember the name, I'm sorry. I don't even remember the style. I just remember how much I liked it. But the orange crush beer they had, and the other one I had from them, I really liked both of their beers. And then, of course, like, Hoplore's Pineapple Upside Down was stupid.
Yeah, I was really glad that we got to try that, because
Did you add any more vanilla?
We've had a lot of their stuff.
No, the Pineapple Upside Down is the one that he poured all the...
Well, I handed to
pour all the shit into.
I assisted.
Oh, okay.
I was the assistant.
That was also there, but we didn't try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we dumped it. Well, he was dumping cherry, and he said more cherry in it this time.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked well tasting. I don't know that I've had it before, but it was really good. I was happy to get to try that one, because we've had a lot of their other stuff, and I was like, ooh, this is ready to go. Woohoo!
Yeah, it was
Nice.
We were supposed to have ours, but Drew forgot the case. So he's going to drop it off at Mike's hopefully this week, and I'll pick it up.
Cool.
But yeah. All right. He was like, hey, guess what I forgot? He's like, guess what I remembered halfway down here? I'm like, it's okay. It's not, but it's okay.
And I wish I could remember what we had from Blockhead, because that one did impress me too. I think it was a sour that was like mango, pineapple, or is a concoction of a couple of fruits in there that were pretty good.
Paper towel.
Sun King had, they brought an Imperial version of their Velour Soccer Mom. That sour cherry.
Yeah. Is that what you fed me?
Yeah. It was so good. I made him.
I
I didn't make him get it. Their barrel guy made him get it.
Oh, Andrew Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he was
we-
there. We're like, hey, what's up, man? I was like, which one should I get? He's like, this. All right. We walked away. I took a sip. I'm like, what did he do to me? Like, that is just uncouth. It was so sour.
Sun King is actually... Oh, it didn't do it this time. That makes me happier.
Right.
Sun King is actually the only booth we cut in. There was more booths we could have, but like we try not to be those guys. Well, that's not true. I usually am that guy.
Shocker.
Well, at Hops and Coaster Drops, I just cut every damn line.
Yeah.
At this event, we waited in line like all the peons. And
Wow.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
How's it feel throw that big chair, buddy?
I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Like, no, but like we waited in line, yeah, even with the people we do. Sun King, the people who were actually pouring had lines. Hood was just standing there in the middle, and I just walked straight up to him.
Nice.
He's like, "Oh, what you want, Tyler?"
Let the record show that's exactly how that went down. Because I just watched him do it, and I was just following. I was like, because the line that we kind of sauntered through didn't really look like a tightly compacted line. And then as soon as we went through, then I did one of those like just kind of like making sure I didn't forget something. I was like, oh no, there's a line right there. I was like, Tyler, we're dicks. And then he's already talking to Hood, and he's like, yeah, it's too late. Okay.
This is not a beer I would have anticipated a lot of nose on, but I can smell it from here.
Ooh.
Jump out of nickel.
So this is the Rosa, whatever, Imper Ale from beer from Italy by Calesi. It is unpasteurized red ale, naturally re-fermented in the bottle. A beer with a great personality, pleasantly sweet with intense and spicy aroma of caramel, malt, hazelnuts, and very persistent finish.
Getting the nuts all right. Ooh, dear TBG, I'm known for my chugging ability. All my friends know I can throw one down. I can even do it floating on a floaty being towed behind a boat. That's hard to say. Should I lead with that on my Tinder? Or should I go with a signed copy of my own custom shirt and hat available on twobeardedguys.com? Also, just
Also,
curious,
it's not.
is there a beard mishap coming soon?
So, number one, like, yes, either you're leading with the picture of yourself chugging on the raft,
I would like to do a video if I read that right.
or maybe do a nice side profile with doing like a beer and belly button sort of shot. That would have worked well on the Tinder. So,
Oh, I'm a little bit afraid to drink this, boys.
Why?
I don't know about this.
Their stout they did was good. It shocked John and I all to hell last time.
I think it smells fantastic.
Smells better than the taste, but the taste isn't awful.
That really doesn't sell me well.
That's the body.
I've tasted worse things.
Hey, the body's just weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
It tastes honestly like a little bit like a cold brew.
Yeah, there's a slight sour to it, but not a lot.
Yeah.
The stout definitely was more sour than the red was,
Yeah.
which is why we also saw.
The Adroit Stout was more sour than this.
But remember that stout we had by them?
Yeah,
It's
which
the one
was-
that exploded.
Yeah.
And that was intentionally a sour stout, though, right?
Yeah, and this
Yeah,
is intentionally a sour red.
This really isn't that sour, though.
No, it has
Yeah,
just a
so-
slight tinge to it, but
It's like sour-like.
it almost reminds me of a barley wine, except without the body to carry it.
Without the body and, well, it's some complexity. Not as
The nose is more complex than the flavor.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, we tried about 7 barley wines this weekend. I don't think I had one that made me happy in any way.
Didn't tingles jingles.
For one, 6 of the 7 were American barley wines.
Also known as triple IPAs.
But they did call them barley wines, and they did put more malt in it. They tried to lean English a little bit, but they weren't English, so they called them American. None of them were complex. None of them were heavy-bodied. Like, overall, it was just like every time I had one, I was like, this is my favorite style. Can we please stop fucking it up? Like,
Okay, so...
anyone at all.
Point of discussion here, then. With the American barley wine being the triple IPA that we learned, like,
Well, it's not.
Is that
triple IPAs are American barley wines, but not all American barley wines are triple IPAs.
it's a square and a rectangle? Is that what we're saying?
Similar, yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't think geometry was gonna factor into this. The
Well,
hell?
the hypotenuse of the right angle is congruent to.
I'm impressed, John.
But either way, I drink English.
You're doing good. Keep going, buddy. See what else you got.
That's all I got.
I drink English barley wines for a reason. Well, the entire conversation boils down to that.
Well, okay, so I guess the point I was going to ask, though, is the American ones typically are not as robust in flavor as the English.
A lot of
correct?
times they're a little less complex. Body should kind of still be similar.
Okay.
Most aren't because
But now, if you went with
reasons.
now, did you go with those with the mindset of like, I want it English and this says American?
No,
or...
I went at it as tastes like a barley wine, you dumb bitch.
Was that me? That sounded like that. That's like
No,
very.
I said I went at it.
Oh, okay. You were
I
looking.
said it.
Yeah.
Well, the camera's right there.
Yeah, no, you were looking through my soul. You
I
weren't even
was a
looking at
little
the
bit,
camera.
but I was.
Yeah, like because
I
I'm right
got-
here. The camera.
Well,
Well,
let's-
That's a trick of the trade. Like,
I
if you
never
want to
look
like
at the
get into
camera.
character and you're going to call something a bitch, you're going to take a look at something and picture something that you really think is a bitch. That way it comes through.
Oh, shit. That was a dick move. No, I just hardly ever look at the camera when Matt's there. It's more natural to look at Matt than to stare at the inanimate object.
I'm pretty to look at. I know.
Yeah.
This beer, I honestly get a little bit of pecan flavor.
Little bit.
Actually, I get some pecan in there. It's not bad. It's just nothing that.
I would like to have this before they tried to sour it.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't kill it for the thinner body because it's brown.
it's red.
It's red even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think more than the body with it being red in mine though is the flavor is just kind of watery to me.
Yeah.
Like it's got flavors there, but it's like diluted down.
yeah, I'm not getting any real malt flavors.
No, it's the sour, like, killed the malt flavor.
Yeah.
That's
And then
all
I'm
the
left
sour
over
did.
with yeah.
All the sour did was kill the flavor.
Yeah.
Did I once hear like Video Killed the Radio Star when he said that? Like sour
I
killed the
didn't.
malt flavor.
Sorry.
I didn't hear that, no, but it's okay.
It's going to be playing in my head for a while now. Thank you.
Vengeance is mine.
Matt.
Yeah.
You're
Start.
first.
Oh. You know, I think this is incredibly okay. And with that in mind, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty ambivalent to it. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's 3.
I was gonna say indifferent, but ambivalent. Man, look at you flexing your $5 words over there. Huh, bud?
275. I don't think it's average.
After you said how they did a hypotenuse and all that, now you're ambivalent. Jeez.
Congruent, yeah.
Who are
275. I don't think it's average. So, yeah. Comes out to a 3 average, but I don't think the beer is average.
Yeah.
I don't think it tastes bad. I mean, I could drink it.
275 doesn't mean it tastes bad either. It's just
But overall, it is what it is. Their sour stout was definitely better.
yeah.
I
was actually shockingly good.
I do like how this one didn't explode on me. That was nice.
yeah.
He's,
Big gulp of that was not a great play.
but overall, it is what it is. So Saturday again, Matt and I went out. We had a good time. We went to a tap room.
Thank you.
That was for you.
Yes, I appreciate that.
We went out after the Winterfest, and neither one of us remember Ubering back.
But you did Uber.
Yeah, we Ubered everywhere. But it was funny because I woke up and I looked at my phone and I saw which by the way, cheapest Uber ever. I spent $4.95 on that Uber.
How?
I have no idea. From
It might
eight
be because Tyler did some back alley stuff he's not proud of. That's why he forgot that he did.
from
So he
a
got an
tap
Uber
room to
discount.
Matt's was $4.95. That's all I got charged.
That's cheaper than it is from Corey's old house to my house.
That's all I got charged.
Sure, there's something that just wasn't really above board on that.
I don't know if we took an Uber bicycle or what.
We took an Uber 2 blocks. Like, no, we're gonna walk the rest of the way.
Tandem bike.
Yeah, it was literally just like a block down. They're like, $5? Yeah. It was a block.
It's a little farther than that, but but no, that's I saw the charge and went, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
But okay. But yeah, it was a good time. We woke up.
My theory is the Uber driver threw up while he was driving us, so we got a refund.
Tip only.
Next day we
Just a tip.
we enjoyed watching Endgame. I laughed more than I realized at how funny that movie really is.
Until it's not.
Yeah, until it's not.
Too soon, Tony.
But it was a good weekend. You missed out.
Good.
Missed out.
I was really basketball dad all weekend long. Saturday was literally basketball all day and travel. It was basketball game at 10 a.m., basketball game at 4:45, basketball game at 8. and that was a trip to Marion, Indiana.
Was it three different locations?
Well, 2 of the games were up north in Marion, but with a game in Westfield in between.
Hashtag up north.
Yeah.
Wait, you had to zigzag?
Yeah, so my parents live in Marion, so we stayed the night in Marion Friday. So woke up, go to the game in Marion, come down to Westfield, go back to Marion, then came back home.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Please tell me that's the same league.
So
Please tell me it was against the same team in all three.
So the games. Yeah, that would be hilarious. The games in Marion was the high school. The high school varsity girls is the regional, and shout out Noblesville Millers High School.
Did they win?
Oh yeah,
Let's
double
go.
digits in both.
Let's go.
Yes, yeah. And they played the first team they played. They have, according to ESPN, the number 4 player in the country is a senior.
And you
girl,
beat them?
and we whooped them.
Nice.
Nice job, Noblesville. Shout out.
Shout out. So it was great.
So, that's going to be the end of the first half. We have 3 more beers, but we're going to take a quick break. We were just kind of talking, chit-chatting. It's kind of fun. We also, when we were thinking about doing this episode this way without a guest, we're like, we haven't done that in a while. It'd be fun.
Yeah, we were going to cancel, and we were like, nah, screw it.
Just the two
Which,
of us.
fair warning, next Monday. Are we still canceling that?
No, I thought that was Charles and Molly.
Oh, yeah, we did decide to stay on.
Yeah.
Never mind, ignore that. We'll talk to you guys in just a few minutes. I'm TVG_Ops
Mudhog B&Q.
And behind the camera, the one, the only, you're happy you can't see him.
I'll scream that.
Lucky
Later.
bastards. It's you.
And you.
And him.
No, it's Two Beerded
Two.
Guys.
Okay, yeah.
We named it Two Beerded Guys.
That's true.
I mean, hey, Matt.
Hey, look at that. Your brother's on. I said, what's up? Happy VD.
None of us have that. Well, I don't anyways.
Nope.
All right.
No.
Matt
All right.
does.
Yeah. I don't even know why you looked.
Russell, if you're hanging out, have a good show. I know you gotta go.
Matt, has it been so long that when the doctor asks if you're sexually active, you say no?
I'm like, is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it? That's my answer.
Just a reminder, ladies, he
I about
is
asked
single, he is good looking, and he makes a decent living. Give him something to spend money on besides beer, Transformers, and guitars.
I about asked. I went blind, but never mind. That was the question.
Oh, shit.
I see what you did there.
But seriously, though. Damn it. Welcome back to the second half of the show. I'm TBG_Ops Guy.
About Hogby and Q.
And the guy that you're happy you can't see, the ever single.
Off-screen abstinence.
Always available. And yeah.
And John wanted to go somewhere with that and got lost.
I was kind of curious, like, where's this going?
He got lost. He doesn't know.
Always available, yet never available.
Always oblivious.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That would have worked.
That is painfully true.
But anyway, welcome back. Obviously, I'm rocking a new shirt today. It's from Crazy Horse Hops. They are awesome Indiana hops. If you're a brewery in the state of Indiana or adjacent, check them out. They will happily work with you. They have a new beer with, I think, Bad Dad. They have a new beer that... There's like 4 or 5 different breweries that were at Winterfest alone that are releasing beers using only their hops, which is pretty
Nice.
cool.
We should see if we
for,
can do...
For an Indiana hop place, so...
On the Small Money TBG collabs that we do, see if we could bring in...
Some Crazy Horse hops.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to talk. They're good...
Also got some sharp hats there at the
They
Crazy
do.
Horse now, too. They're
Speaking of
really
which, I see you have your hat.
I sure do.
How'd you get that?
The gracious people at a tap room had my name on it. After I forgot to take that with me.
Did they literally put your name on the bag?
Yes! Which is more impressive, like, because you got my last name right.
Nice.
I love the
That is
fact...
a good looking hat.
I love
That's
the
a beautiful
fact
hat.
they knew it was Matt's and wrote his name on it.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder who did that, and how did they know to spell my name? Because no one gets Reichman right. Like, it's very German.
But it is... That is funny. That makes my day.
Yeah, because it threw me off at first. Like,
Probably off your credit card statement.
because I called to like, hey, I'm a dumbass. Do you have my hat that I may or may not have left there, or is it my Uber? And the polite lady on the other end of the phone was like, let me check. Is your name Matt Reichman? I was like, yeah. And then when I went there, I was like, oh, it's maybe on a credit card receipt for paying for it. Like, nope, it's on the outside of the bag on a sticky note.
Just straight up wrote it. I love it. That makes me so happy. That makes me... That's great. We had a blast that night.
It's rough being me.
Met a lot of cool people. Had a great time. It was funny. It was one of my most fun events in a while.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Okay.
The after event was fun getting them. And even the event itself was a lot of fun. It just, again, the beer was meh in a lot of places. Now, some breweries came out swinging. The Windmills, the Hop Lores, the... now I got it wrong. Blockhead, Clues. There was a couple others. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting you.
Well, Zwanzig, of course. They're
Zwanzig's was solid.
I think I had something different there this time. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head now, but it was one that I hadn't had at prior Beer Fest. I actually brought a couple new ones.
There was some good, very, very good breweries. It's just, there was a lot of people that just felt like they brought their shit. We just got a lot of extra shit right now. Like, let's get rid of this.
Yeah.
Which I suppose is a fair enough thing. Like
Fields. Actually, I can't even give them a shout out because their pickle beer was only released for like brewers and stuff. It was their VIP beer.
Yeah.
They let us have some at the end of the night, which was, I love that beer. But anyway, Fields pickle beer. That was tasty as shit. I'm going to give them some love anyways.
Check that out.
Give them some love. Rue Brewing was better than I expected. I didn't know who they were.
I've seen them before.
Valpo's coming in hard right now. There was like 3 different Valpo breweries that all put up some good stuff this weekend. Because I think Blockhead was also Valpo.
Yeah, there's a couple. You're like, where you guys at? Like, oh, no. I just remember like hearing the North thing. I'm like, okay, and they're all Valpo. Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like 3 Valpo breweries. I was like, I didn't know there was 3 people in Valpo.
Right.
There was.
I knew there was a college, but other than that,
do you remember which one was the one that said that you could go there and do like your own brewery or brewing experience? Like,
I don't remember who that was.
Yeah,
I threw that card away. I mean,
I was gonna say it's an interesting thing for John Q. normal group of people. That
it
don't
was
have
somebody
that
up
access.
northern Indiana.
Yeah, that's why I thought. Made me think of that.
But I think it was a Fort Wayne brewery, if I remember right.
Oh,
So, boys, what are we doing this weekend?
Nothing.
Besides
getting really, really drunk at River North Brewing up in Denver, west in Denver, Colorado.
We may be a mile high.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. It is. I am so excited because it is River North's anniversary party.
10 years.
And we are gonna get drunk. We are gonna be happy. It is going to be a damn good time. If you find yourself in Denver or adjacent areas, you should come, and you can reach out to us. If you're somebody we've at least talked to in the past, John and I like meeting new people. There's a chance we'll share our Airbnb. Reach out to us.
Just don't murder us. That's all we ask.
That's actually pretty accurate. Don't murder us.
Yeah, don't murder us.
But
but
John
if you,
does love strangers. Let the record show.
yeah, if you'd like to join us,
John would in fact leave Tyler and I for strangers. I think
he
in
has
a foreign
done that.
state.
He has done that. Actually, he has done that.
I mean, there was an attempt, I think, but we didn't let him follow through with it. Maybe we should have. Instead of shutting doors in people's faces that we were talking to.
But
New stranger, boom! We're done with you.
But no, we'll be at Denver the 18th through the 20th. Gonna be having a damn good time. John's gonna be up a little earlier on Friday. Matt and I have a very roundabout trip getting there.
You mean going east
Yeah, I
to
don't
go
think
west?
I'm going to be up much earlier than you guys. You guys are
What
just...
time are you getting there?
My flight leaves at 9:30.
No,
So
but
you're
what time are
there
you
a lot-
landing?
Oh, like 10:30.
A lot before us.
Well,
Not
I
for
meant
us.
like
Departing.
leaving.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be in Denver a lot earlier than
Yes,
we are.
yes.
Yeah, we are flying to North Carolina for an hour and a half layover to then fly to Denver.
I'm gonna spend most of my money probably at the airport. Is where most of my
North Carolina? Yeah,
weekend
that's probably gonna
expenditure's
happen.
be
Yeah.
at. Like,
He's probably not wrong.
Yeah.
There's a good chance Matt and I show up to Denver very
be
drunk
for like
Friday.
a $15 beer at the airport. Brett says OSM.
Oh, I never
Too
even
old to be
read this.
single, too young for shingles.
Hey,
That's good.
that's really... Remember, it is the Love Line episode of TBG, so you want some of that savvy love advice from us.
Where's
Please
that coming
ask your
from?
questions.
I mean, he's married.
All right, touche.
I do okay for myself.
I'm married, and I'm getting drunk on the internet on Valentine's Day.
Teach me your ways. This is Drecker from Fargo, North Dakota. I love how it's just Nodak. It just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Blueberry cheesecake slang du jour, sour a la mode. Drecker is a big heavy hitter in the sour game. This is Magnum hops, and then the flora is lacto. They use the same yeast almost every time, but they always put it down. Then gimmicks: blueberry, granola, cream cheese, lactose, and vanilla beans.
Not more? Oh, no, that's always the brains.
Yeah, no, it's brains is the one that's more, guava, more guava, strawberry, more strawberry, all that good shit.
Well, this triple guava, was it guava, more guava, guava, more guava,
No,
guava,
just
even
say
more guava?
guava and even more guava. I think.
Can you give a cam little love tap there on Val? Oh, wait. Nope, it's doing it again. It's doing like that like disco ball flicker.
Well, that's because it's really, really old, Matt.
It's strobing. It's trying
The
to
camera
cause
might
seizures.
be giving out on us.
Yeah, that's fine.
100 and some episodes later, it's
Well, 100 and some episodes and 10 years later.
yeah.
Good run. Good run.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it. It's done well.
Done well.
We have been talking about upgrading cameras a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we move it to Voyeur. Only use it once in a while.
For your cam.
Anybody who doesn't understand that or saw any of our early episodes is like, what the fuck are they talking about?
But when you have that top-down view of us, no sound,
Just us like shooting the shit.
Yeah, just pigeon view, Just
Instead of going to the break screen, that is your break screen.
Yeah.
That was a fun few episodes. That was like, what, 2 or 3 episodes we did that?
we actually have, I feel like a little bit, and then
Well, the problem is it kept not working right.
Well, I bet the new computer has the ability to run multiple cameras better.
But what if I don't want the sound?
No sound. We can still do no sound.
I want Voyeur cam with no sound!
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. I don't have to put sound on it.
there's jokes, and I'm just not gonna take them. Is it just me, or does this one taste a little boozier than a lot of the other Drecker ones? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the blueberry heaviness, or if it's kind
I
of
was a little bit worried about some of the flavors dropping out because it's a little bit older.
Still tastes fantastic. It's only 6 months old.
It's not bad then.
5.5
I
months.
wish there was a more graham.
What more of that graham?
Yeah, I want more graham.
big grams.
That graham cobbler flavor is I don't. Is it supposed to be cobbler?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Oh, that does change that.
Maybe I don't want all that gram up in it.
No, cobbler. I was missing cobbler. I was thinking cobbler for some reason.
Cobbler.
Malkovich.
It's more cheesecake. Okay, I'm good with that.
Brett says that cam was amazing.
Expectations are set.
Brett remembers Voyeur Cam.
Oh, I thought he oh, Cam, not Can. Ha, yep, Cam. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
What are your thoughts, Sal? You seem to be very quiet over there.
So,
Uncharacteristically.
I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. The problem Drecker has with their non-brain series is it's not brains. And I've had so many of them that even if I try not to compare,
You wind up doing
You can't not.
and I've had other better sours of this style from other places as well lately.
I am like comparing it to Energy City. I don't mean to.
Energy City Parish. I mean,
Yeah.
it Windmill Hop Lore.
Yep.
It's good.
It is good.
I just don't think it reaches Drecker's level of good.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head, though. Like, their Slang du Jour and all their other ones are never the same as
Chunk
Brains.
is very good.
Chonk is up there, but it's still not the same. Like, I would take a Brains over the Slang, over the Chonk, over any of the other ones any day of the week. The Brains. That's really where they're hitting on all A's at Drecker. Like, the other ones are still good, but once you've had Brains, it's hard not to have more Brains.
What he said. Now, guys, don't get me wrong. It's not like my score is going to be like a 2.
No.
It's just not what I've come to expect from one of their sours.
It's become a very crowded space, of course. So,
John, you're first.
it's good, but there's a lot more that stands out. That's not this. So I'm going to 3.25.
Matt, since you're already up to go rinse.
I'll be a slight more generous and go 3.5. Just I think it's still well made.
I'm in agreement with Matt. It's a 3.5. It's just not what I come to expect from them. It's still above average, still good.
It's good.
Somebody handed me one of those, I definitely wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating cheesecake. But, you know.
Let's see what you did there.
Yeah. I started to say something. I started to say one of my normal ones, and I was like, oh, but I have a chance right here to use what's on the can.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 3.5 average.
On the can, better be in the bed. Ha! In the can.
Put it in the canner danner.
Put it in the canner danner.
God damn it.
Now,
Under that brown stout.
is there anything to say about this beer with the fact that they did a blueberry that I think we got a reasonable blueberry flavor out of it, and
We didn't talk about it.
I've heard so much about how blueberry is hard to do, and
You're hard.
You didn't get the tannins. It is hard to do.
Well, their vanilla balancers
it's gotta
are
be
always so
illustrious.
good. They do such a good job balancing all flavors.
Yeah. And it's so no tannins in it, and
It wasn't like overly tart.
It wasn't. It was more sweet blueberry, not tart blueberry.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Again, part of the, I think, a slightly elevated score compared to John's wrong one. It was like, they did some things well there. Oh, and speaking of John, Brett says, to John's point, he's been married 22 years and is sitting around watching people drink beer on the internet.
Attaboy.
Yeah, that's because your wife's probably working. His wife gets off at 5.
Every day, like clockwork.
Stop it.
I was like, there's a joke, I'm not, and then John did. That's what I appreciate about you, John.
Yep.
It may need your bottle opener this time. The wax is so damn heavy.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
You mean the awesome meter?
Isn't there one on the back of that coaster?
Yeah, but I don't think it'll get it either. Oh, yeah, it did! Well,
I heard it.
No, yeah.
Finish it.
Got it.
Mortal Kombat.
I love this coaster.
Yes, it's a good coaster.
Oh, wait, is this one the barley wine?
It is.
Ooh. I don't know why I went kind of good.
Yeah,
on
why'd
that,
you
but-
go like Halloween-y on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was unintentional.
Did you say Halloweeny?
I did. I did that on purpose.
Wee Halloweeny. Like I know.
All right, so this is
It is Valentine's Day.
Santa's Brass barley wine ale aged in bourbon barrels, aged in Heaven Hill barrels to be exact. This in advanced oak. This is by Drake's Brewing Company, coming in at a whopping 7.2%.
what?
12.7.
I'm about to say, is that even barley wine at that point?
12 points. Oh, that's their fluid ounces. 13.1. Sorry.
Okay.
Much better.
I messed it all. I did it on purpose wrong and then read the wrong one when I was trying to fix it. Whether you've been naughty or nice, you better watch out. Santa's Brass is coming to town. This tasty barley wine ale has been aged in bourbon barrels, adding some oak notes that blend perfectly with the sweet vanilla and dark fruit notes of the beer.
That label was giving off some River North vibes.
A little bit. It better fucking be good. That's all I gotta say.
And John Brett says his wife gets off at 6:30, like clockwork.
Like clockwork. Not a boy. See, we got the shit.
Liar. Liar. God damn, that wax is still stuck to the lid.
Actually, that silver label is kind of reflective and hard to really pick up now that I am looking at that there. So this is a English barley wine, right? Or did it specify?
Just said barley wine. My guess is it leans English. Whenever they say it has the dark fruit notes, it usually means it leans English. That is hot.
I'm pretty happy with that.
I had a little linger in the back end that was hot. No, I'm not mad. It caught me off guard.
Actually, I was thinking it was blended really well.
Still get just a little bit at the end.
Not really getting that much,
Hi,
Tyler.
Griffin.
Oh my!
You
Hi,
must,
Mighty Munchkin.
you must have got the hot pour of the bottle.
Hi.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Good.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy Valentine's.
You too.
Where's my hug?
Tell him he doesn't get one. He gets a lump of coal for Valentine's Day.
Hey, sweetie.
That's the right holiday, right?
Stephanie, you want to try a barley wine?
It's a tasty one. You don't get to try it.
I know. I didn't even ask.
You want to smell it, though?
No.
She's like, I'd probably like it.
Then I'd ask to try it.
Yeah. You tell me no.
Don't taunt me with what I can't have.
It's a solid beer. I'm getting a little hotter note.
Yeah, actually, Brother Cameron's making a pretty good point here. He says, little late for a Christmas beer.
It's never too late for a barley wine. Whack, whack, whack.
Yeah.
But the dark fruits there. The barrel has a nice, almost vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I'm picking up those vanilla notes, and I think it blends really well. I thoroughly enjoying this.
It's very tasty.
Body's quite nice.
It's the heaviest body we've had of the night.
Yeah, no doubt.
It even beats the sour stout earlier.
Do you think it would take a 8-yard kilt?
Oh yeah. Yes.
That's a standard kilt. That's not a slam on you.
Yeah, you're right. You might need 12.
That's a slam on you.
Wow!
You and I are the same size, buddy.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I'm gonna struggle to score this. This is really, really good. Like I
want more.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a question for, no offense, John, more Tyler on this one, because you're butting into this, but you're not there yet, John.
Okay.
We keep hearing a lot of beers and concoctions having Heaven Hill.
He's handing this to his wife, not his daughter.
Yeah.
I like how Kylie laughed.
But we see a lot of them like toting the Heaven Hill bourbon barrels. I don't believe I've ever had Heaven Hill, nor do I even think that I really see it much.
Oh, I've had Heaven Hill.
Okay, is that...
It's a solid bourbon. It's a very solid bourbon.
Is it not half bad? I don't know. Where you at these days?
I'd say it's solid bourbon. I don't use half bad for bourbon.
I don't even know where that is on the scale.
It's a different scale. It's bourbon.
Yeah.
Solid bourbon.
Would you pay $50 for it?
I don't pay $50 for hardly any bourbon.
Yeah, so, all right, maybe all right, on the shelf, do I reach
spent
straight
$40
up? Do I have to reach up?
I think Heaven Hill's cheaper than that, but, like, I don't remember where it's at. It's been a long time since I've had it, but it's a good bourbon. I mean, I used to drink it when I was younger, but prices have changed so much.
But,
I got out of the bourbon game for a while, dude. Once prices did
Okay.
stupid shit, I stopped buying it.
It's fine. I kind of get that, but
Yeah.
that's, again, like, just not really being very versed in that brand. I'm, like, curious.
If I remember right, Heaven Hill's...
What it is or where... Because I feel like a lot of people like totally
right there with Woodford.
We're in
that kind
okay.
of
That's
thing.
all right. Like the
If
Woodford,
I remember
Booker's
right.
kind of like tier.
I want to say it's like Woodford.
I gotta look it up. Yeah.
I want to say it's right around there.
Okay.
Like I said, I got out of the
Well, that just gives me a little frame of reference. That's all. I was
Heaven
looking
Hills
for.
in Bardstown. You can do their distillery tour. Yeah, I don't know.
Could add that one to the list, John, and probe them about all their beer
Yeah, absolutely.
workings.
I am down for that.
Do you guys dictate
'cause,
where your
hey-
beer barrels go? Or are you just going to do some to the highest bidder?
I think Heaven Hill makes Evan Williams.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it does. Nice. Which Evan Williams is a surprisingly good, like, low tier bourbon.
No, Evan Williams is good. It's just a spicy bourbon.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind that, it's
Heaven
good.
Hill makes a lot of really cool shit.
Yeah.
Actually, like I'm kind of looking here. You're looking at like anywhere between $12 and $50 for one of their products. Is what you're looking at, depending on which one it is.
For Heaven Hill?
No, like
Or
any of their products.
Oh, gotcha.
You're looking as low as 12, as expensive as 50 for the majority. Now they do have some like allocated bottles that are like 27-year-old, $3,000 bottles, but yeah. Heaven Hill Distillery, like I said, makes a lot of that low to mid tier stuff. I've never had anything bad by them. It's been a long time since I was in the bourbon game.
I wonder if they kind of went the
I don't
Bams
like
route
bourbon
where you just can't
people.
find them much anymore.
I think you hear a lot of breweries using Heaven Hill barrels because they seem about one of the only distilleries that allows you to use their name.
Okay, maybe
That's a big thing. Like most distilleries don't let you.
And with them doing products such as Evan Williams, that could be an Evan Williams barrel. It's not, because it's not spicy, so I wouldn't think it is.
Right.
But like it could easily be Evan Williams barrel, which is one of their lower tier products.
Yeah.
So it's probably easier to get.
Is Heaven Hill the name of the brewery?
Heaven Hill's the distillery.
Oh, they're still. Okay, yeah.
They're the parent, basically. They're the
Gotcha.
distillery. Heaven Hill
Okay.
makes the shit. It's all these things made by Heaven Hill.
Gotcha.
So now they do have bottles that say Heaven Hill on them, but
Okay, I think I know where I'm at on this one.
yeah, no, I got out of the bourbon game. A, it's expensive. B, I don't like the people.
So yeah, different type of personality. There's no doubt.
It doesn't have to be.
We were talking about that with the craft girl.
We did.
I guess
Yeah.
people, or I guess in mass, like if you're talking law of
Bourbon
averages,
people
but-
are very pretentious
Very
bastards.
pretentious.
You know me and Pete.
I said what I said.
I'm not pretentious.
Chris Ream is. And Chris is a bigger bourbon guy than you are. When you get Chris on bourbon, he becomes pretentious.
I'll say he becomes a little more selective.
I said what I said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Now, Chris is a person, not so much.
Yeah, I love
Chris is a bourbon person. Oh, we get our nose up near just a little bit. I love it. It makes me happy because that's one of those people that's like, I know what I like, damn it. And Chris is a smart enough person.
He actually does know
He's
what
not
he
just
likes.
chasing the
He
money like some bourbon people, which is why I really think they're pretentious. He's more just like, I know what's good, motherfuckers.
See, so is that pretentious or is that just knowing what's good?
A little bit of both, depending on how you present it.
Okay, all right.
But this beer-
that was my
It'd be Matt first, I think.
Oh.
It's one of us. I'd say Matt.
I really, John was like, he was ready to go. I was like, I got time.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I don't know. Shit.
It smells like plastic.
Yeah.
Take a cogitatory sip there. The
internet is waiting.
I know. I don't think I'd seek it out. I don't think I would, and because of that, I'm gonna have to go at 3.75. I think there's, I think it's well crafted, but there's something about it that's like off to me. I can't put my finger on it, but something's either slightly off or somewhat missing for me to like get that search it out.
Tyler, your turn.
I'm gonna need you to go so I can collect myself.
He's not now. As he's looking through his phone and hiding pictures from me now.
He just doesn't want to see his wee wee.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Those are for the ladies, John.
I fucking hate you. Not because of that comment, because your fucking score. I'm giving it a 4.5. I think this is a stupid good barley wine. Not quite top tier. We're not 4.75 to 5, but definitely in that stupid good, very drinkable, high percentage ABV, while also a very approachable drinkability. Not quite a typical English, but very much in that realm with the dark stone fruits. The barrel mixes very well with vanilla and oak notes. I'm unbelievably happy with it.
John, where are you at?
I did not go a 5 because, like Tyler said there, like when you compare it to an English barley wine, it doesn't quite match what that style normally traditionally is. However, I did go a 4.75 because me personally, it's starting to tingle those jingles a little bit. So, like, I like it more. I didn't give it a 5 because it's not quite that perfect barley English barley wine. But
So what does that average out to?
Oh, yeah, I
Since
should do
Matt
that.
decided to screw it all up.
goddamn Matt,
I don't understand how we got a 3.75 out of
that's a
that.
4.25.
4.25 average. I love how the average is 0.5 higher than his score.
I hate how it's 0.5 lower than mine.
Oh, stupid Matt.
Stupid Matt.
The average is lower than 2 of the 3 scores. That shows you how low he was.
I apologize for nothing. I stand behind that. I would not search that out. We've had plenty enough barley wines on here that I would search out. I would buy actively.
There's so many
That
great
is not
flavors
the
that I
one,
enjoyed
though.
out of that.
I was really happy with it. I really was. It
yeah.
it didn't quite hit me in my tingles, so that's why it stayed at a 4.5. But I was real happy with it.
I respect you guys for doing it, and I could see it being more just either something was off or something was missing. There was something a little bit off a dial for me to look for it. It's what it is. Like that's
It's
what held me
not
back.
quite all that deep complexity of flavors that you get in the barley wine, which is why I didn't go 5. But it's got some of that sweetness in there that gets me.
I think perfect for me is like something on the finish. I think just rubbed me a little bit off. But
I think that barrel's done really well. So
I was happy.
And Brett is saying John's jingles got tingled on V-Day, and Tyler's didn't.
Shocker.
Well,
speaking
one
of which, what are you wrapping this up, boys?
one is married, one's not. Yeah.
That was good. I got nothing to do.
I hate you guys.
Got a movie review after this. We got
Denver plans
What,
to talk about.
what are we
Just
doing?
make sure.
What are we doing again?
We're going to go to some winery.
Except we are doing that actually.
I heard they got a good charcuterie board out there.
Yeah, really good. One of the best I've ever had.
I'm gonna end up
Good looking board, beautiful board.
fucking money. All right, so our last beer of the night comes from Freem. This is from the Freemsters Union.
Proud member.
Freem's
Proud
out
member
of
of the union.
That's what it's called, the Freemsters?
yeah.
Yes.
Freem is out of Hood River, Oregon. This is their barrel-aged cold brew coffee stout. Cold brew coffee barrel-aged stout. It's officially cold brew season, and our bourbon stout is ready for its afternoon pick-me-up. The stout base, boasting baker's chocolate and dark raisin notes, is bursting into summer layered with Kova coffees, Sulawesi Gawa Jesus Christ.
That's in there? That's where he's been this whole
Jesus
time?
Christ.
Hold on.
We found Jesus,
Kawava
baby.
Coffee's Sulawesi Goa Topidi, swirling qualities of mango, juniper, and brown sugar into this lively brew. Fuck goddamn Freem.
Did you say mango and juniper in a coffee?
And Jesus Christ.
And Jesus Cristo. Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm ready for all this. Like,
11% ABV. No, like, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I'm
read
so
it.
torn because, like, as you were reading, I was like,
Well, that
man,
doesn't help.
this is making me really excited. And then when you hit, like,
Yeah,
I love me some mango, and juniper I don't like, but those mixed with coffee and a stout?
The colors are hard to read anyways. And then...
I can't read.
And then you end up with, like,
Small
words
print,
like...
letters close together.
Kawava, Sulawesi, Gawa, Topidi.
I'm pretty sure you just opened the Necronomicon.
I think you might be
God
right.
damn it.
Do you even know that one, John?
I do know that one.
Hey, look at you! Well, I mean, when you said that, I was like, man, maybe he does know what that is. Do you know what he says, though?
No.
Tyler?
No, but that was great.
Klaatu Verato Nictum.
You know I ain't gonna remember that.
Are we gonna do some Brendan Fraser movies?
Why?
He actually had a good stint there. Encino Man. I'm gonna give him Blast from the Past. I'm gonna give him The Mummy, despite the fact that I don't love it, but I accept why it's good.
The Mummy.
That's what I get it.
But if you're gonna do Brendan Fraser,
Fraser, not Fraser. If you say Fraser, he knows
you
where
know
you
who
live.
you have to be, right?
George of the Jungle? No, go fuck yourself. Get your finger out of your ass. That's what I say.
How do you not like George of the Jungle?
Never seen it.
You've never seen it?
No.
God, you're a bitch.
Ooh. All right, so on the way to the
Line.
Beer Fest, we're talking about who we should be doing for new monthly movies.
Phrasing.
What about
Phrasing dead in this group?
what about Pauly Shore?
No.
The Weetha.
No.
I mean, we do Biodome. We can do
No.
Son-in-Law. And I'm
No.
sure there's another one that's good.
Still no.
And Cameron, brother Cameron, just says haven't seen that movie in forever. I'm not sure which one. We just rattled off a whole bunch, but
Yeah, it's true.
be more specific, man.
George of the Jungle. Yes, he can't be.
Brett says, how about Pauly Shore month?
No.
You don't like Son-in-Law or Biodome? When I die, I'm gonna come back as a leotard, man. That movie is fantastic. Oh, and the one where they're in the army now. Boom! I got all three of them for you guys. They're all winners.
The thing is, we're not doing Pauly Shore month, so
Not now, but we're only 2 weeks away from potentially doing Pauly Shore month.
no, we're not.
No.
We've never done a Denzel movie. We've never done a Tom Hanks movie. We've never done all these different movies, and you're trying to do fucking Pauly Shore.
We've done like 3 Nick Cage movies. I rest my case.
Yeah, I
Greatest actor of our generation.
voted against 2 of them.
But there's so many more that we need to do.
Yes.
We just had 2 Nick Cage months and not get through enough Nick Cage.
What movie are we doing this week?
I don't know.
Did I watch it?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
We have The Departed this week.
Departed.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be hey, yeah, Two Beerded Guys, talking movie reviews. This week's going to be The Departed.
That's what's leading in with Find
Yeah,
My
I
Wooden
thought
Leg.
about it, but,
Shipping off to
yeah.
Boston.
When you don't watch
And
it.
every goddamn movie based in Boston. And I like the song, don't get me wrong, but every goddamn fucking Boston movie.
Actually, you got blame Scorsese. I don't think they were doing that before then.
No, but seriously, check out our Drunken Movie reviews. They've been real popular lately.
They've been.
And help us continue to kick basically everything Russell does his ass. When it comes to podcasts, it's kind of funny that we have been doing so well lately.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger month destroyed everything.
Everything we've ever done.
Because they get the pump.
Even the Christmas month did really well
did
this
well.
year. It was the highest movies until Schwarzenegger.
I really think that people should then revisit Christmas #1 because that's where we had the best Christmas movie. John,
Honestly,
do you agree?
Christmas month #1, our first ever Christmas month, was pretty damn good.
Yeah, we led strong. I mean, we had Die Hard.
Who did have Die Hard?
Not a
It's just
Christmas
downhill from
movie.
there.
Greatest Christmas movie
Not a
of all
Christmas
time.
movie.
Most
But
badass
right now
Christmas
we're in
movie.
the middle of Leo month. We have one more movie after this.
Yeah.
Which one is that again?
Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
You
we're
got
doing
Great
Gatsby.
Gatsby.
That's right. Then next month we're not sure yet. We still have to go over that.
I think
but
there's a strong lean towards Mr. Tom Hanks.
there is.
Brett is pitching out Justin Timberlake month.
As much fun as that would be, no.
Cam!
Like-
Dude, he says Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's
not a
guy!
boy.
Little bro, it is not a Christmas
You are
movie.
way outvoted. You're out of your element, Donnie. Shut the fuck up.
I've had a lot of people on the show agree with me, thank you.
That I got too.
We've had a lot of people agree
Thanks
with
to
us.
Two Beerded Guys, Drunken Movie Reviews. I got that reference.
Was that the first time you'd seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen Kingpin before. but I hadn't
Painful,
seen
isn't
that
it?
one.
Oh, that's a good one. We do Woody Harrelson. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Been a lot of stuff.
Let's drink this beer and talk about it.
About him not seeing Big Lebowski until last year, or
Like, we literally talked about that during the goddamn review.
I know, but I forgot until just now, and that
I've seen it now.
I know, but it bugs me.
it's the best movie about nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
But this beer, I'm a fan.
I haven't even tasted it yet.
I'm enjoying this. I will say I'm getting no mango or juniper, which is to the credits.
That's the slight notes in the coffee.
In the coffee.
That's not meant to be necessarily directly in the beer.
Oh my god. I do wish if coffee tasted like this, I'd drink it all fucking time.
It does taste good.
Yeah.
The cocoa from the base beer mixed with the barrel, mixed with that coffee.
Wait, John. All right, so you're not a coffee guy either, right?
No.
But you do like a good coffee stout as well?
Yes.
So it's not weird to be like that.
No.
I
know a lot of people like that.
Because I thought I was like the freak, well, for that too, but for also this. But
I like coffee and coffee stouts.
like, I don't like coffee, but I love coffee stouts. And granted,
Nice
they are
cold brew
different,
today.
but
You get some good roast in this without the burnt, bitter black coffee.
yeah, it's not that overly roasted like we find in a lot of stuff where like too burnt, too much.
It tasty. Barrel is subtle, but yet prevalent.
Yeah.
The vanilla kind of helps balance that out a little bit. Whatever coffee they use, I can't pronounce it. I'm not trying to read it again. Does keep it light.
It does actually.
It kind of helps lighten it up just a hair.
Well, we did say cold brew, correct?
Yeah.
Isn't the cold brew?
We were also debating. Do
typically like a lighter?
you think a cold brew coffee in particular would drop out? Or do you think we can age this?
I personally think you're going to get... I think it's going to depend on the type of coffee they use.
It's the kind you can't pronounce.
I do think you're going to get a little more dropout than a lot of coffee stouts.
It's kind of what I
But
thought.
I think that because with a cold brew stout, they're actually using cold brew. And a lot of coffee stouts, they add a little bit of beans and then just over roast their malts. Because it's cheaper to do it that way.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, just enough beans to say you used coffee. And then have a little extra roast on those malts. You save money and still basically come out with the same damn flavor.
Roasty malts, would that be a good beer name? Just throw it out.
Probably, actually.
I thought someone had a pen.
I'm out of room.
Not that good?
Yeah, not that good. But with cold brew, you got to use cold brew. And so I think you're more likely to get some droppage. But I don't think a ton. I think just a little bit.
I really enjoy this, and
Like a centimeter a year or something, like minimal droppage?
Half a smidge.
we when we get our dark beers, we oftentimes are very judgy on that body, right?
That body.
Tell me about that body, John. How is it?
It's exactly where it needs to be.
Oh, you know what? We haven't done mouth feeling. How's this mouth feeling?
Creamy.
That is
creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah, that is actually, I think, very accurate.
Yeah, it's creamy mouthfeel. It's the body's like it doesn't need to be thinner at all, but I don't think it's overly thick either.
Yeah, no,
I really enjoy it.
It's thick enough to support, but it's not engine oil for people that don't like that, and it's not thin enough where you're like, I wish there was more. It's a well struck
perfect.
balance.
By the way, I'd like to say a great big shout out and congratulations to 2 different families bringing in new kids into the world right now. Friend of the TBGU, Hannah Castor, had her second kid on the 12th. I am so excited for her and her husband. Hannah's doing great.
Good.
It's awesome. And then one of my best friends, Lauren Blanton, her and her husband just brought in Augustine Andrew Blanton just this past week as well.
We were talking at work today.
You did? You're allowed to do that?
Yeah. If
Just once a
your
week,
name was
or-
Richard, would you own it? And would you go?
Oh, I'd go by
Dick?
Dick. Absolutely. Absolutely. It wouldn't even be like...
Dick Danner.
That makes sense. Let's be
That
honest.
actually, I hate to say it, that rolls off the tongue nicely.
Yes, it is.
That double,
Dick Reichman.
It's that double D? No. Rick Reichman, though, much like it's the double letter, you know? Rick Reichman would work.
And the Dick Couch.
No, it's not the Dick Couch.
I think it would be.
Touche.
If OSU could say they're the Ohio State University, John could say he's the Dick Couch.
I think the best one, though, because we work with Alexis, who's been on the show. Her last name is King.
Dick King. Oh, I would own the shit out of that.
I told her, I
Now,
was
that
like,
one you gotta take, yeah.
I was like, listen, if you ever have a boy, don't take the dad's
He's
name.
taking your last name.
Take your last name and name him Richard. He will own that shit. Dick King.
I mean, that's up to like Dick Luger.
I am the Dick King.
I mean, what was the producer on Law and Order? There's Dick
Have to
Wolf
be-
and there's Dick Luger.
You
One
do
of them
realize
was
Dick Wolf was Law and Order.
Yeah.
You do realize he would have to be a porn star, right?
And when you have to use a...
No, it'd be like Zach and Mary. Wait, I can have a porn name? What about Bob?
I
Chester the Molester Cockenstein.
All right, we do need to rate this beer. It is our last beer. We are at that time.
Brett says, is that the same as leakage? I'm guessing we're talking about the droppage. And he says, Dick Couch, is that like a banana hammock? It's a little more supportive.
Why didn't you come find out?
It's a little more supportive, a little more broad. And Carrie says, Tyler, for your kilt, there is a link.
He just sent it to me.
Okay, well, there you got it,
Thank
buddy.
you.
There you go.
He's a good man.
He's a good man.
Good man, Charlie Brown.
Reliable.
That's the wrong guy. That'd be Kevin.
Well, I call everyone Charlie Brown.
No, you just started doing it like last weekend.
No,
Like, it was
I've kind of
weird.
always done that.
You called me Charlie Brown like 8 times.
I've always
He's
done
never
that.
called me Charlie Brown.
I know,
Like,
right?
this is a new thing.
That was
For you guys,
that
but
started
I've
just
always
this
said
weekend.
good man Charlie Brown, just not around you guys as much, because I figured you'd judge me like you are.
I mean, it's only been 100 episodes in 2 years. Like, you think it might have squeaked out somewhere before now.
I have other friends that I say things to.
You have other friends?
A few.
You met them, John?
Actually, quite a few.
Some have been on the show, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Don't ask me how, but I have friends.
What'd you rate this beer?
We haven't yet, and I'm going to give it a solid 4 1/4. I'm a big fan.
Matt.
I'm going to follow suit. 4 1/4.
What's funny is this beer I could see being rated anywhere between a 4 and a 5.
Yeah, I could too. I thought about going higher, but I was like, it's not quite jingle tingly.
Like,
Or
I
tingle
legit,
jingly? I don't know.
there is nothing between a 4 and a 5 in this beer. If somebody rated it, that I'd be like,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you were right at all levels.
You know, wait, you got jingles, you got tingles. It didn't grab me by the plums. How about that? Is that mine? Can that be mine?
Sure.
I like how I heard John was just kind of like, sure. Like, dude's
No,
fucking weird.
Tom Thumb and his plums.
Ah. Now you're just taking it out of context.
Score.
They're my plums alone.
Because I'm not a coffee guy and I really appreciate the hell out of this, I'm going to go 4.5.
I don't blame you. It is a 4 1/4. We may have underscored this. Like, it's very good. And I mean what I said when somebody could come in on this show, sit down and say, this is a 5 all day long.
Yeah.
Somebody else could, the other person right next to him could say 4, and I'm going to be like, yes.
Yeah, I get it. Totally. It's anywhere in that spectrum, and it's totally okay, because this is going to be that personal preference thing, and it's well done. And that's why I think at least a 4 is kind of a minimum, because this is well crafted. If you're at all into stouts, you should want to enjoy this.
So tonight we had scores reaching a lot of different spectrums. We had a 0.5, we had a 2.75. Oh, that was me. We had a 3. 0.5, we had a 3. We had 2 over 4, but 3, 4 or higher, and a 3.5. We kind of touched some different levels today. There's low, almost as low as we can get.
Yeah.
And then kind of that average to above average score.
Beer of the night.
Matt, you kick us off.
I believe I will be going with the Freedom.
All right, well, that was basic.
And it was so like no lead up, so like
Yeah.
Can keep you guys on your toes. Yeah, I mean, you bitch already talking.
John.
So, better beers tonight, but I think my beer of the night is the Goza one that we had.
The 2 clone to get stoned.
And the reason why is I don't see a lot of Goza style beers that also throw in the lactose vanilla, and I really like what that did for it. And I don't know if they just did it well or if those things just work. So I'm interested in trying more. So that is my beer of the night, and not the best, but surprised me.
My highest rated was actually Santa's Brass. I really didn't have a lot of hopes for that barley wine. Drake's is sometimes hit or miss. They've had some really good shit, but they can be hit or miss. Actually, I'm going to stick with it as my beer of the night, too. It and Freedom kind of battled that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Santa's Brass Barley Wine. Very good. Not only did I give it the high score, I thought it surprised me. And anytime you can surprise me and be one of the top scorers, that's always going to get the love from me. It really is.
Yeah.
2 Clone to Get Stones, another great choice as well. My most disappointing, obviously, is the
I
droid.
almost chose it as beer of the night just because it was so damn disappointing. Like we discussed, we thought we were good because it's
Can we do
Virginia
that?
versus Florida.
You know what? So we just released on Instagram our top must buys.
We did.
There's a chance we need to do a revised.
Yeah.
Because that is about the fourth straight
the last
Adroit
few
Theory
Adroits have kind of
brewings
dropped some balls.
that has
Yeah.
been disappointing.
It would be a new list. For sure.
We definitely, most of those breweries I think would still be on the list, maybe in a little bit different order.
Small shuffle, but most still there. But
Adroit Theory I think may drop out of the top 11.
It's no longer like a must buy.
I don't think it is. I really don't. Which is weird because I believe Adroit Theory is in our top 4.
I don't know if it should drop completely out, but definitely go down.
I think it drops out.
If it's a must buy list, I don't see it and be like, oh, I should buy that now.
I think we now have 11 places on Tavour that I would buy before them.
Really?
I think so. We're going to have to discuss it. It's going to be an interesting shuffle when we were doing it. I think over the next few weeks, my guess is that'll be a drunken weekend at River North. I believe that'll be I think that'll be a good time to have a discussion about that.
So,
because we do our best thinking while drunk.
Should the people...
Should we think while we're not drunk?
Like, we're not going to do any official show from there, but I'm assuming we're going to do a couple things.
We'll absolutely do a write-up. We'll do a write-up.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to know I'm doing that.
Hey, we're giving you more of a heads up this time. You get a full week to know.
We'll get pictures, of course, like we do.
Pictures. We might go live at some point from one of the cool things they're doing.
Yeah, John, Professor save that shit again. Just take the pictures, and then I'll write the thing when it's time together later.
The best way to know what's going on is, guys, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And turn on your notifications for us for this weekend especially.
Yeah, this weekend especially.
Even if you don't keep them on for this weekend. Because if we go live, it will be, this is a cool as fuck thing, so we're going live for it.
We're going to bring you to a brewery.
And that might happen a lot. What I'm expecting at River North will be at River North.
Yeah.
So make sure you check them out. We're going to have a 20-some% anniversary stout that we'll be drinking on tap and bringing home. So if you want to try what I'm guessing is going to be a fantastic uber high ABV stout, you should become our best friends and get on our schedule coming up.
Actually, you said 20%.
It's 22, I believe. I said 20-something, but yeah, I believe it's 22%.
Dude, because, all right, the highest one that I'm aware of that I really had was Avery. They had like a 16
The highest I've ever had is a 20% stout
We
from
saw
Cedar
how it
Creek.
was after you had that.
Well, all right, I had a 22-ounce version of that 20 stout.
Yeah, you did.
And then I had what's the Sam Adams one that comes in the copper little like distillery-looking kettle thing?
You've had
The Sam Adams one?
Yeah.
It's why am I drawing a blank all of a sudden?
It's the Sam Adams one.
Yeah. Is it over 20?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have had that, huh?
Yeah. It's not good.
See, I've heard it depends on the year. I've heard some years suck uber, and some are pretty damn good.
The one that I had, it just tasted like it wasn't even beer. It transcended not quite alcohol. It was like if alcohol and beer fucked and had a baby that tasted kind of That was what I had.
All right, well.
But either way,
Turn
we're
on the notifications for this weekend.
Yeah, that's the important part of this.
Yeah.
I'm TBG_AppsGuy.
My dog B&Q.
Behind the camera, the one, the only, unless you see him live and in person. You don't get to see him.